Morning, morning, everybody. Michelle is here on Monday. I look like I got a little head now, right? Since I cut my hair the other day. I look like I have a little peanut head now, right? But I'm still cute, so it's no big deal, right? Woo, so Monday. I wanted to record this because, these are things, this stuff I'm talking about that I'm going to talk about for a while. Is the power and the might of our thoughts. And there's plenty of books out there about this subject. And so, without and I'm just giving my theories and opinions. I don't really want to, you know, be so concerned about endorsing anybody because it's not. You know, it's the results that really matter. So if you're reading a book or studying and doing those kind of things, your results are going to reflect whether you are learning anything or not, or if you're just memorizing things, right? So, so the actions and behaviors usually always illustrate to me, being a strong visual person, that whether someone's walking the talk or not. And in most cases, most people are not walking the talk; they're just talking, 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 and they want to appear as though they understand the words that they're reading in any book, no matter what type of book it is. A lot of people want to like to use those quotes as if it's giving them some kind of power and prestige and making them kind of superior and more knowledgeable, all because they can quote certain words out of books, or they can conjure up uh, these kind of fantasies of their intellect. A lot of us have a fantasy of our intellect, and we love to make sure people know that. We love to make sure people know that we are intellectual. No one wants to be appeared as dumb, which is a contradiction anyway, because your actions and behaviors will prove otherwise. If you are a righteous, genuinely kind, caring, loving person, you have nothing to prove to anyone. They can call you ignorant, they can call you stupid, and usually the people that are doing that are these so-called talking head intellectuals. They always want to look down on people as if they're just not good enough for anything, no matter what these people do. And they always want to throw in their degrees to justify that they can say these kind of things to people, and put people and have this so-called high mark of intelligence when they don't have it at all. Their behavior proves otherwise. Otherwise, this planet would not be in the state that it is as it is now, on the verge of destruction. If these so-called intellectual talking heads had been walking the talk instead of talking and talking and talking and talking, and spending time, looking for attention anywhere possible, in front of the media, more specifically and especially, and now with social media, they can be everywhere, anywhere, and their faces. That's what they are in love with, even though they feel grotesque about their face. That's what it says. It's a lot of contradiction with people. They'll spend so much time in the mirror, wondering why people do not see their beauty and their handsomeness, and yet at the same time they know that they're looking at something that they themselves are grotesque about and have a lot of hatred about. But it's just that splitting of thoughts and chaos in their thinking, and that they have no idea that they are, because they're so unconscious. They don't understand all this contradiction swirling around in their brains, or in their thoughts more specifically. So walking the talk for me is enough. You know, I don't need to know how many books you've read per se. I don't need to know what type of degrees you have. You know, uh, I can pick it up just like others like myself. There's thousands of us like myself that are sensors and receivers, and that was built up on on some some hard knock experiences, as well as deep meditation, visualization, and such. So in other words, we've done the work. I know I walk the talk, and I don't really necessarily need to be concerned about whether anybody else knows that or not. My actions and behaviors uh, make that very clear and effective. So my point is, just be very gentle with yourselves, and don't be so concerned about all these talking heads running around on social media, talking about how wonderful and fantastic they are. Even though they won't say it directly, indirectly you can pick that up. That a lot of these talking head intellectuals, they really are in love with the grotesque side of the. They really are in love with their grotesqueness. Even though they look in the mirror and they know that they hate that what they see, but they somehow can twerk all of that into wondering why no one see the beauty in themselves. You know what I mean? There's just a lot of contradiction with those type of individuals that seek a lot of attention. That's what I'm getting to. They have a distortion of reality, and it comes through in their behaviors and action, and that's what you need to pay more attention to. Not so much of what people say. Can they walk the talk? So I just want to send peace and love out on this Monday. We have beautiful weather. You know why? Because I feel beautiful inside, and I always think of beauty inside of me, and the atmosphere reflects it. Sometimes it's rain, I still feel beauty in rain. Sometimes it's cold, I still feel beauty. You got to feel the beauty and be appreciative of what is materializing in your life, because guess what? You caused it to happen. So peace and love, be gentle, love yourself, love each other, and trust me, I'll be back.